Hi, chat. Hello, I'm very sorry. I am just simply so busy. partly me, partly just lots of things to do. I'm early today. It's just gonna be a short one where I chat to you and I build in rats. And then I stop because I have to go and do everything. Because I haven't done anything that I need. Well, I have. I have done things I need to do, but not everything that I need to do. Sure, like you, ha. Sure. But also like my rat. And while the time that the stream takes place in might be narrow, the rat is certainly wide. So there's that. But hello. It's really odd. I have got two separate hairstyles going on here at the same time and on the same head. Like, if we block this off, I'm giving like kind of 2000s kind of punk realness right now. I'm giving that one girl vampire off Twilight with the highlights. And then this side I'm giving, wait, I can't bloody remember which side of my face to cover. This side I'm giving, I don't know, Prince, like a prince. I'm doing two separate things here, but I didn't style either of them. They just did that. Both of them just did that. I think I slept on this one. Maybe I slept badly on it because it's just gone like that. Fuck knows. Fuck knows. I want dyed hair so bad. It's very fun. Dyed hair is fun. I like mine because it's neutral, because I wear a lot of colors, see? So if I were to, I have had colored hair. I've had like pink hair before. That's the only color I've ever put in my hair that isn't like white or like blonde. But it meant that I couldn't really wear certain colors for a bit because it would clash. In my opinion, it would clash with the pink. So I like my hair neutral. As soon as I can, bam, dyed. Us Minecraft viewers with our blue hair and our pronouns. Although I was inspired by you. Oh, that's very sweet. I mean, I dyed mine like this. It was a TikTok thing. I saw it on TikTok. I think it was originally named after like it was the some of Harry Potter. Like I think it's Malfoy's mum or something has basically her hair in the movies is like black, and then the whole underneath is completely white. And then people riffed on that as like an actual like nicer haircut. Yes, her. I couldn't remember her name. Narcissa, I think. So that's what it was originally. And I saw that. I was like, that's cool. And then I saw people like doing a similar thing, but like changing the haircut because hers is like straight long. So I was inspired. I'm not the first to do this. Go ahead. I like it a lot. Once I got this done and got like the wolf cut done for the first time, I was like, this is me. This is how I like to look. This is a very me haircut. Ads are starting in a sec. If you are not subscribed, you will get 3 minutes of adverts. It's not Twitch. It's me, but I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it so when you come in, you don't get any ads. You have 1 hour, once an hour, and then none other ones. So it's 3 minutes. I've had every color of hair but green and orange. That's fair. Green and orange, I think, would be like some of the harder ones to blend in. I just struggle with because I do wear just colorful clothes a lot. I wear colorful pieces. And so when I had pink hair, I found it really annoying to like wear colors. I couldn't wear some of my clothes because they would just not work with my hair. So I wouldn't want to go into like not neutral hair again because it annoyed me. This hair goes with everything possible. Like, I don't think I've ever found an outfit color-wise that this doesn't, like, that this clashes with because it's just brown and beige. Brown, beige, and white, I guess. Rainbow, thank you for the 6 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Honestly, I get my eyes clash with more things than my hair does at this point. Like, I don't tend to wear red, and I think partly that's because it's just hard to blend this It's hard to blend it when your eyes are this color with red. It doesn't go with red because they're like, they're blue, and like, yes, red, you can. I'm not saying people with blue eyes can't wear red, but I personally struggle to because I can't unsee it's literally me, dude. It's me. But yeah, I don't know. Blue eyes. Guys, I'm not even like tired. I'm just like a bit frazzled. No one's gonna notice your specific eye color unless they get close back. No, yeah, I know, but I notice. And if I'm noticing, then I get annoyed by it. It's a slow day. No, but it's not. My brain thinks it's a slow day, but my circumstances is like I have to like pack a bag, and I'm going away on the weekend because it's Scott's birthday, and I'm going away and seeing friends. It's gonna be lovely. I want to go, but because I'm going away, I've got to pack a bag. I've got to pack Arnie's stuff up. I've got to take Arnie to the borders. I've got to like get everything ready. I've got presents. I've got stuff I want to make. I want to bring. I need to go to get food and bring that. And blah, 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 blah. But my brain's like, I think today you should not do anything. And I'm like, well, maybe we should do some of the stuff that I actually need to do before tomorrow, maybe. Taking Arnie to. I'm not taking Arnie away. He's going on his own holiday again. Back to the same place. Because honestly, I love my dog so much. But I think that if I went away, if I took him with me, my whole weekend would be watching him, making sure he's okay, making sure he's comfortable, making sure he's not bothering anyone, making sure he's not bothering me, making sure he's not making a mess or eating something, and that he's been walked and he's fed and blah, 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 blah. So it's like, it becomes my whole time if I'm away and he's there. So I don't really like to bring him to things because it stresses him out too. He doesn't love it. He's like, oh, I don't know. Single mom, it's a lot. So I take him, I take him to his favorite place in the world and drop him off. Like, I take him to Doggy Disneyland and I drop him off and he's fine. But it means I have to go do that and I have to make sure his stuff is pre-packed to go do that. But my body, my circumstances mean I have loads of stuff to do, but my brain's telling me I don't. My brain's telling me, actually, Beckion, you can chill out. So I'm just a bit frazzled and I just want to talk to the chatters for a little bit and just hang. But I won't be very long because I actually do have a bunch of shit to do. And then I have to leave my house and then come. That's basically where I'm at right now. How are we though, chatters? What's the vibes on this Thursday now? It's Thursday. It's Thursday and I'm frazzled and I'm just going to be a rat and build and things and just do silliness and then I'll go. Because I must go. Because I'm the only one online anyway, so I can't like stay here. The vibes are bad? No. Hi, Ross. They're not bad. Rat time. Okay, Ross, I'm gonna say what we did last night. So basically, obviously, Hamrat is a thing. Hamrat, the play, it will be happening. And we did mention last night, that we were gonna do a rehearsal. And in my head, I was like, I'm not gonna be live at 10 p.m, but I'll come and do a rehearsal because I'd like to do a rehearsal, right? So we show up, there's 5 of us in this rehearsal. I think, who was it? Me, Roz, Water, Owen, and Apo. We're at this rehearsal for this play. It's gonna be great, guys, for the record. So I'm like, okay, well, I was kind of assuming that Ross might have been live because of the time, because she named the time, and I was like, okay, that's fine. So I go on, and I'm like, okay, it's pretty casual vibes, it's late. And so they're like, okay, let's start rehearsing. So I start rehearsing, we're all rehearsing, and when I say we're rehearsing, we're like full rehearsal. We are like sending this thing. I am fully voice acting these lines. It's got a script, it's great. I'm not going to spoil anything. I was fully voice acting my lines. I was in character. I was doing all this. A part way in, I then go, hey guys, who's live, by the way, just so I know. And then I realized nobody was live at all. And nobody was even recording. We were all just there for the love of the game. And we were all just fully practicing. All of us adults practicing, doing a play in a Minecraft server where we're pretending to be rats. And it's a rat version of Hamlet. But we're all fully acting. But nobody's even watching it. Nobody's seeing it. We're just doing it because it's fun. We were logged in and I thought we were live. I thought somebody was live. So I was like, oh yeah, okay. And then I was like, oh, by the way, guys, who's live? Because I could feel, because like I can usually tell when my friends are live. Like I can tell by their way of speaking who's live, but I couldn't tell and I wasn't going to check. And I was like, who's live? And everyone was like, I'm not. And I was like, none of us are live? What? So what was I? And I was doing, and you know what? And then after that, I still did the whole acting. I acted it. I fully sent it. After knowing that, I was like, so nobody's watching, nobody's recording either. This is all just, we're just doing this. This is a hobby at this point. But we did a run through a rehearsal, but we kept up with it. It was very good. I'm very excited. It's not for a while. Chill out. It's not till next weekend. It's on Sunday. We'll say here, right? 17th. It's on Sunday the 17th. So a week Sunday. So we got a while to like really nail down the delivery, you know? But it's really good. I would really recommend going because it's going to be really fun. But it was just hilarious because I just assumed that one of us was live. And then it was just, in fact, that not the case. And we were just being really we were just being theatre kids, really. I forget that I was one sometimes. So yeah, go to the play in a week or week and a bit. Hold on, I'm just getting pinged. But yeah, no, I forget that I sometimes say like, people are like, oh, I'm a theatre kid. And I was like, and in my head, I was like, no, I'm not. And then I was like, no, I 100% am. I just stopped when I was in my teens. But when I was a kid, I was like, I was fully, every week would go to acting, dancing, singing lessons. Like a club for that. Stagecoach, it was called. It's still going, I think. I would do that every week, every Sunday for years of my life. And then at every term, I would act in a play or a musical on the stage. And then I'm saying like, I'm not a theatre kid. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what part of me was like, no. It's made what we are today. I think, yeah, not every streamer has to be a theatre kid, but I feel like there's just a correlation. Let's just say there's a correlation between streamers being a streamer / content creator and being in theatre or performing arts at some point as a kid or a youth. That is just a thing. Like, so many people that I are like, oh yeah, I used to do drama. Oh, I studied XYZ in school. Can you move from literally that exact spot? Just choose a direction and we'll just shimmy on by. It just makes sense. Oh, you are following me, you horrible woman. How did you find me? Well, now I need to get to that painting, but I can't because she stood in there. I think it just lines up. I think it's not so much you need to, it's just a correlation between content creators and we just like to perform. What is this if not performing? Am I not performing? Are you not entertained? I hope you are. It'd be really bad for my job if you weren't, if I was very boring. But yeah, like, I just sometimes forget because it was, like, a part of my life that I then left behind, really. But when I was doing it, I was so into it. It was unreal. Okay, this is my build. Ross, you're allowed to see this, but Eloise is not allowed. But Ross is allowed to... So, okay, Ross, hear me out. I'm making... And Eloise, if you're in here, I'm going to check she's not in here. Okay, she's not. She's not. Eloise isn't allowed, but I'm making a romantic getaway in this room. So plans. Okay, hear me out. This is a prototype, but I'm gonna have this is gonna be a boat ride on a river, so it's a slow boat. You can't even really sit on the boat. It's more for the effect. I'm going to build like a river, like a winding river. And then I'm going to, so you come in and then you get on the boat and then you wee. And then it's romantic. And then you go up this mountain and then, yeah, that was what the wooden piece was. And then you go up this mountain. And basically now I'm going to make a like facade. So I need to build more trees and fill this out. And then I'm going to put like a wall that has trees painted on it. So it looks like it keeps going. And then like some mountains in the back. And then I'm going to build this out a little bit to make it, obviously this is just a platform for building. And then on here, there's this little chalet that I built. I'm working on to just go be romantic in. And then it's, yeah, I'm cooking. Just so we can have an axis door rotate around. That's cute. I'm late. No, I'm early, Doc. I'm early. No worry. But yeah, I can only stream for a little bit today because I really genuinely have so much to do. So I'm just gonna do what I can / want to, and then I have to go. Because I have to leave my house at like 6:30ish, and then so I've got like I can do like an hour, and then I need to pack and do stuff and blah, 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 blah. That sort of thing, you know, the blah 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 blah. I think I might actually try and build a tree over here on the vanilla blocks, and then use that the selection thing. Actually, I don't have any blueprints. I CBA, it's fine. I can make some blueprints, but I'm just gonna build them, it's fine. While I yap, of course. Watch the VOD later. Bye-bye. I need to make sure I get this VOD out tonight, because I am not going to be here, so... Yeah, don't worry about being late. You're not late, because I was early, so... Have a Google Meet in a minute. Oh god. Google Meet. Ooh. What kind of meat? Sorry, I'm vegetarian. I can do it like this, I guess. I don't know what's more efficient, really. No fishing. Yeah, no, so basically I realized I would have to stream early, whatever I was doing, to be able to fit it in and actually have time to do everything else I needed to do. So I felt bad that I wouldn't be streaming web fishing when other people could join, because I know that other people can join, and I wouldn't want my people that usually would watch to miss it. So I was like, I'll do web fishing as a proper stream rather than like a replacement stream. What the heck? OMG, my dog has come to sit on my lap. Well, Arnie was not locked in today. I don't know. He was having an off day as well. He was decidedly not... He was slightly unlocked. He was acting like he was 2 again. Like, well, not 2. 1 again. Like a puppy. He was just like... He was trying to get everyone like a ball off somebody. But like, I had him on the lead. Kept jumping up on people. I was like, brother, you do not jump up on people. That's not allowed. You've not done that in years. What are you doing? And he was very like... all over the place. And like, I get it. You know, everyone has off days. But it was very annoying. Because some days he's so cute and so chill, and then today it was like, no, I'm going to be a menace, mother. Time to be a menace again. Like the good old days. Little guy. What? No. I'm telling you how he's been naughty, and you guys still think he's just a little guy. I feel that, you know. But he's going on holiday today anyway, so he's not my problem. He is not my problem for a few days, which is nice. It's nice. I'm not on the French music. I forget to do it. I forget to do it. He is just I mean, I know he is a little guy. Of course he is a little guy. I know. Can't believe Toby stole my Switch. Yeah, so last night at the end of stream, Toby came in the chat, you might have seen if you were there, that he needed to borrow my Switch because he wanted to play Mario Party. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And I was ending stream anyway, so it wasn't a big deal, right? And he gets here and I was like, oh, what are you playing? And he was like, the new Mario Party. And I was like, oh, cool. I've got that. Do you have Mario Party? Because I don't have it on that Switch, but I've got it. Nintendo gave it to me. I went to a party and they gave it to me. I have it. This is the physical game. It's like, do you want this? Because I don't have it on there. And he went, no, it's fine, Bakemon. I have it. I have it myself. They sent it to me too. I was like, oh, awesome. No worries. And then I'm just minding my own business, cooking my dinner, eating my dinner afterwards. And then he's on stream and he calls me and he's like, Bakemon, I don't have the game. And I was like, Toby, you said you had the game. He didn't have the game. And then he was asking for permission to put his bank details, his card details on my Switch so he could buy. By the way, this game is 50 quid. So he could buy the game because he didn't have it. I'm like, brother, I offered to give it to you. I offered to give you this so you have it. I even checked this and you were like, and he was like, yeah, I know. And then he was like, Bakemon, you don't have a Nintendo Switch Online. I was like, no, I don't. I don't have a Nintendo Switch Online. So then he had to buy that as well. And I was like, brother, maybe there was a little bit more prep that could have got into this. Because I'm pretty sure I have a code for that too. But, you know. So bro just spent 50 quid buying Mario Party for my account on my Switch when I already have the game. So, cool. Nice. I know it was very stressful. Also, my phone just pranked the fuck out of me. Because basically, he'd called me on stream, and I was talking to all the other rats, so I didn't pick up. I'll be honest about that. I was in the middle of a conversation. I didn't pick up. And then he then messaged me and stuff. And I was like, okay. And then he called me like when I was done and everything. And then he came over and then he got the Switch. And then he left. And then I was eating my food. And then he called asking about, can he buy Mario Party? And I'm like, yes, you can buy Mario Party. Put the phone down. And then like 20 minutes later, he calls me again. And I was like mid-eating. And I was like, my guy, message me. I look at my phone, message me. And then it turns out Discord for some reason had just called my phone, but he hadn't pressed anything. And he thought he thought I was in trouble. Discord just like delayed the phone call on my phone for like 20 minutes. So I thought he was calling me again and I was getting annoyed. And I was just like, man. Because I don't like answering the phone at the best of times. Relatable content, am I right? I mean, I don't mind answering the phone from my friends, but I was like, thing is I was eating, and this is the thing. This is the thing about me, is that once I'm eating, I do not like to be interrupted. It very much annoys me. It's how to piss me off immediately, is I'm mid-eating a meal that I like. And I'm like, okay, I'm locked in. I am in a state of euphoria. This is the best ever. I am eating some yummy food I've been looking forward to. I was like, hell yeah. Just in general, this happens like anytime. This isn't just like Toby calling me. This is just anytime. And if somebody is with me and they're like, oh, hey, could you do that? I'm like, please wait for like 10 minutes because I am having my food and YouTube time. And then I'll be right with you. This goes for Arnie as well. Sometimes he chooses at the exact moment I've sat down to eat and started eating that he's like, mother, I need a pee so badly. I need a pee. I'm going to start whining at you while you're eating. And my God, the looks he gets, because he doesn't even understand. He doesn't understand why I wouldn't get up. So I often do just get up for him. Sometimes I'm like, Arnie, no, you don't. You're going to fucking wait. You're going to hold that pee until I'm ready to get up and finish my food. I'll be honest, I still have your number from the subathon, so I could randomly call you one day. I don't mind getting called when I'm not eating. Or when I'm not streaming. I don't love getting called when I'm streaming. I'll answer it depending who it is. But generally, I don't like it very much. Because it's adding another task to my large multitask that I'm already doing, which is streaming. And that's too many. Shannon, thank you so much for 58 bits. That's very specific. What is the meaning of 58? I don't call people ever. That's fair. We're moving away from being like phone callers, I think, in general. Like everyone is. Gen Z or whatever you want to say it. Well, we have text now, and text allows people to have a bit more control over when they answer messages and when they do things. And that's nice for a lot of people because it means you're not under loads of pressure to do it, like to answer something. And some people will deliberately make phone calls in order to make sure they get an answer quickly, which is valid. If only, I think, if it's very time sensitive or that they don't usually answer your messages. DC with friends, that's fair. Yeah, I don't think it's nice to like only talk to people, to anyone and everyone via text, but I think that it's fair to prefer that in general. I don't know. Okay, as I got old, I used to be like super, anxiety. I used to be like really not a fan of going on the phone at all. I had to basically brute force learn it as part of one of my jobs that I had, because it involved calling people and it was part of the job. So I was like, well, I have to. And I had a lovely line manager who helped me. Like I explained that I have a phobia of it, and she helped me ease into it. So she was lovely, and it really helped get me over it. But like before that, I just would not call anyone ever. And so, but as I've gotten older and I've also gotten past that, I found that there is use in calling people sometimes. You need an answer quickly. Tree. That's so nice. Yeah, it was, it made me respect her a lot. Yeah, because like I used to be super anxious, and like phones were like bad, really bad. And one of I once got like a work experience placement. I would not say, but it was like journalism, because that was as close as I could think of to like a writing job at the time. I didn't really know much about like the industry and stuff like copywriting, which is what I ended up doing. But my parents got me this work experience, which made it worse. And oh my God, I should not have bothered. I should not have done it at all. It was such a bad idea at the time. I was not in a state that I was able to operate properly. So they were like, oh yeah, because it was like a journalism thing. So it was for like a news thing. And then like, they just were like, oh, hey, we've got this thing that we do where we give like a person who's been nominated by the community, we give them like flowers, and we have to do like a little article where we've interviewed them. So can you just call this person, by the way, a stranger who did not volunteer to be called, who I don't know anything about, has been nominated for this thing and had won it, and I was asked to call them cold to interview them over the phone. And I couldn't do it. I think in the end, I just explained I couldn't do it, but they weren't very understanding, these people, of like that I was like, I'm going to have a panic attack. And they were like, yeah, you've just got to do it. And I was like, I don't, there was one random colleague that was sat next to me who wasn't my manager or anything. He was just a worker at this thing who seemed to get it a bit more. And he was like, it's fine, I'll do it. And I tried to explain to the person who was like my manager for the week, I physically couldn't do it. And she just didn't get it at all. And she was kind of mean. And then I just went home. I just was like, I'm done with this. I'm very upset now, and I'm going to go home. I was not cut out for the workforce at that moment in time. And I should have really known that maybe and not done it. But I was worried that I would never get a job. I did get a job. It was fine. And then when I did need to use the phone as part of my real job that I was actually being paid for the record. By the way, I wasn't being paid for this work experience. It was free. Like I was doing it for free and I was like, I don't think it's fair to like require me and force me to do something that I'm like really uncomfortable with when you're not paying me any money. Because it's work experience, like allow it. And when I had my actual job that I was being paid for, my line manager was lovely. She was called Emma and she was very lovely and she understood. And she said, okay, well, she was like, you can try calling these solicitors first because I've told them a lot and they're very nice. I know this person, I've called them lots and they're lovely. So you can call them and they'll be fine. And it was fine. And then I kind of got over it by like just having to call people a lot, which wasn't fun, but it sorted the problem out quite quickly, to be honest. I don't think I could do like call center though, where like a lot of people are gonna be mad at you, I guess. That's like extreme for me. Like the work I was doing wasn't a call center, it was like just inquiries over the phone that I was making to people, so that was okay. And I don't mind like normal phone calls and customer service phone calls now, but I don't think I'd be on the other end of them. But I don't mind like frankly talking about anxiety and stuff. Like it's not like I'm not really asking for pity. I just think it's useful sometimes to share. Because I don't have it now. Well, to an extent, I don't really have it now. Not half as bad anyway. So I kind of want to be like, look, it's a thing that you can like get past to a degree if you know, over time. It used to be so bad and now it's not. We love good managers. Good managers, honestly, make or break a job. And it's completely valid to not want to be at a job and change job because the people that you work with are not nice. Generally, I mean, I'd say generally the best part of any job is the people that you work with. So unless you, like, it's either, I guess, you really, really love your job, like you're working at your dream job, but the people aren't nice, the people might not be nice. Or you're at any other job, but the people are, like, really sound. I feel like I have to make call that my work experience is giving really bad news. Oh, that sucks. I don't even know. I couldn't even advise on that at all. You cannot change anything about it. It's just the way you either try and live with it. Yeah, I think it's just managing it, I guess, is like all you can do. Beep, 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 beep. Got trees. I love trees, me. I love trees. Yeah, I think that's what people don't really get about anxiety is that, like, and there's a level that some people do end up using it as a crutch to an extent. Because I've known people like that, where it's like, oh. Minecraft said, no, you're not paying any more fucking trees down, okay? That's quite enough of that. What? It literally just closed. It didn't even freeze up. It just went, peace. He said, bye, bitch. Yeah, I think, like, anxiety-wise, I might lag a minute, so watch PNG Tube and tell you about anxiety. Some people use it as, like, a crutch, but I think, like, a lot of people that don't have it don't understand that, like, it actually really sucks to be scared of everything all the time. Like, it sucks, and nobody wants that. Nobody's like, oh, man, I'm so glad that I can say that I have anxiety so I don't have to insert thing. Like, I hated that shit. I was like, why am I shaking? It's so weird. And then people go like, oh, you're making excuses. I'm like, I'm not. I'm terrified of walking through a crowded place. And it's like, it sounds so dumb, but it's like, I am though. I can't, I don't want to be. I don't want to be. This isn't like a want. I think that's what people don't really understand about it. I can't enjoy anything because my mind immediately goes, imagine if you died right now. Yeah, when my anxiety was like onsetting. God, we're doing big anxiety talk today. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I can do that. Like, when it was like onsetting when I was younger. Oh, that's a bit delayed. I would have a lot of sort of these, like, very vivid one was like, I was on holiday with my family and we were at this little caravan park, but it was like a little one, like a little caravan park, which is basically like a little field. And because it was so small that we were the only ones there, and my extended family lived nearby and they came to visit us at this caravan park, and the weather was nice and we were playing like ball games, and we made a massive meal and we were eating outside in this lovely countryside field, and everything was so lovely, right? And I was sat there near tears because I kept imagining okay, sorry, I need this requires context. I had watched War of the Worlds in school in English class because we were studying it, and it scared me to death. And we were there, my family and I were having a brilliant time at this lovely little caravan park, having a great time all day. And my brain was like, but what if the War of the Worlds aliens just appeared and started killing everyone? It's not even rational at all. Of course they're not. But it was it's there anyway. And so I wasn't enjoying myself. I was finding it really hard to enjoy myself because I was sat there like worrying that the aliens were going to fucking come and like ruin everything. But I think it was just, something's going to ruin this. Something's going to ruin this. And the time what I was afraid of was the aliens from War of the Worlds. But I think that just manifested itself as what it was. But it was like, my brain was like, this is too good. Something's going to go wrong. And nothing did. It was fine. But it sucks to think that way for years. But yeah, I think that's fundamentally what people that haven't had anxiety or like not much don't get. Because like, I think the only way to frame it is like, okay, so find something, ask someone, like if somebody's not understanding, it's like, okay, what are you afraid of? And they might go like, I'd be really, really afraid of skydiving, or I was really, really worried when I jumped off the Strat in Vegas, or I'd hate to be in a room full of spiders, or like I hate big spiders. I'm like, okay. So imagine like, and then it's like, try like that fear that you feel when you're stood at the top of the Strat and you're like shaking and you're like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, imagine that, but instead of the circuit, you're feeling that, but it's at the prospect of phoning somebody. Like, no, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about like a hypothetical. When you're trying to explain it to someone, it's like that sensation is there physically, but it's for stuff that you wouldn't normally think would cause that. But it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. It's really odd. Saw a TV show, someone was murdered and it was in an alley with graffiti. Afterwards, I had a massive phobia of graffiti. Oh no. One thing else means by thinking, but what if nothing happens? It's a really difficult, like, mental exercise to implement, to be like, but that's actually not going to happen. No, little Beck Yvonne. The War of the Worlds aliens are not going to appear and start zapping everyone that you love. No. Dude, the War of the Worlds, I don't think I'll ever be able to watch War of the Worlds because my own brain fucked me up so badly. I need to explain this because it was the War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise in it, the movie with Tom Cruise with the big tripod aliens, pretty classic one, but like the newer movie. And in English, in year 8, so we were 13, I think. And but bear in mind, you know that I don't like horror, and I had been brought up without watching like much adult stuff because I was the oldest. And I generally find that like older kids tend not to grow up with like horror movies because like my parents were like, oh no, she can't watch that, she's too little. Whereas like younger siblings tend to watch what their older siblings are watching. I find that correlate. Like everyone who I knew as a kid that liked horror and adult stuff had an older sibling. But yeah, War of the Worlds. This is genuinely happened, and I laugh at myself, but I also think that like I couldn't have reacted any differently. This isn't like I'm not mocking myself because I feel bad for myself at that age. I was 13, so I was a teenager. I was old enough to have, understand things. And in year 8 in school, in English, we were studying the like structure of a story. So, it does like, what's the word? Equilibrium. And then there's like disruption and like catalyst and you know, then the problem, and then the solution, and then the like status quo, and blah blah blah. There's all these like different like stages in a story, and that basically it is quite a standard structure. And so my English teacher, and like on the curriculum, I guess, were the War of the Worlds basically follows, it's one of the stories that just follows that structure to an absolute T. Like, you can pinpoint every moment in the movie in which each of those points happen, which makes it a great example to show kids when you're trying to explain the structure, right? So obviously then they were like, okay, we're gonna learn about this, and then we're gonna watch War of the Worlds. And I'm like, okay, sure. So then we sit down and we watch the beginning of War of the Worlds, and we were studying the equilibrium bit, I think it's what it's called, the start, where everything's fine, and then the inciting incident, which is the aliens have appeared, right? So we watched that, and like, I was so scared by this fucking movie. The beginning of this movie, I was so scared. There was 2 lessons where we watched it. I'm full on yapping about this. This is such an anecdote from my childhood, but you know, two sessions of like classes where we watched it. Obviously, generally excellent. Go to English class. There's a television and a movie. Hell yes. We don't have to do any work. We just get to go in and watch a movie. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Everyone's like that. Everyone loves that shit, right? We sit down, watch this movie. Tom Cruise and his family, blah, blah, blah. They're chilling. The aliens have appeared. And there's a couple scenes where, because they have like zappers, the aliens can just like instantly disintegrate people. And there's like a scene near the beginning where just after it's happened, and he's gotten in this, he's getting in his van that's at the repair shop. It's just been repaired or something. And then the repair guy's like, dude, you can't get into your van. You haven't paid me for the repair. And Tom Cruise is kind of like, there's aliens. Did you see the aliens? I need to go by. And then as the dude stood outside, he gets zapped and disintegrated into dust by the aliens. That shit has never left me. That scene, it's baked into my brain. I can never unsee it. It's not even like that violent. It's just, it happens very quickly, and it's like, it was such a shock. And then I watched, and then like we watched the beginning, and it's like, okay, so that was the inciting incident. I came away like, oh my God, that's horrible. Then proceeded to go home and not be able to sleep because of the fucking aliens. I physically was just so not able to sleep. Every night I could barely get to sleep, and when I'd sleep I'd have nightmares about the aliens, and I'd wake up and I wouldn't be able to sleep again at all. And I was like, okay, so I was sleeping badly, I was getting really tired. We then watched it again a couple days later. The next bit, that bit is like, I'd say one of the worst parts of the movie, because it basically shows the family trying to move through this like freshly invaded by aliens world. So there's like, you know, and can't do for not nice things. They're walking and they see like dead bodies in a river, floating down the river, because lots of people are dying everywhere. There's a plane crash. There's they're trying to get on a boat, and the aliens get there, and there's a lot of panic. And my little 13-year-old brain hated this shit so bad. Not good. Really bad. Really bad in my brain. Proceeded to continue not to sleep. My parents then had to get involved because they were pissed off, because they were like, why are you showing War of the Worlds to these children? But to be honest, I was just a bit of a baby, and it was getting to me so much worse than it was getting to everyone else in class. Everyone else was fine, okay? And then I genuinely was like, I had to go. I ended up going to the school counselor, because there was like which was, by the way, really good of my school. Props to my school. They had a free therapist that you could go and see, which is really good. You could just go as a kid and like do it yourself. And she would just be there, and you could just arrange to see her weekly, which was fucking sick. So it was great. And I went to go get my free therapy because I was scared of aliens. which is a hilarious notion, but really, I think it was just anxiety manifesting itself, I think. And I basically then had to get a note and go to my English teacher and be like, hey, it's really bad for my health to watch this movie. I can't watch the movie anymore. And I had to, and she felt really bad for the record. My teacher felt awful. I had to take a doctor's note of, I can't watch this movie. I'm too scared by this movie. I can't watch it anymore. Because I was so terrified. It was really bad. Months I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep properly for months. It was really weird. I don't know what it was. And I've watched other apocalypse movies since as I got older, and it's been okay. That one, I'm never going back to, just out of the risk. Just the risk of it getting me again and I can't sleep again, because that sucked. But yeah, so I couldn't watch that movie anymore. I basically would just read recaps of the movie because I still did fine in the module. I just stopped watching the movie. I was like, I can't watch it. Because it was all terrifying me so much. I was just an anxious little child, okay? And then the War of the Worlds guys just kind of stuck with me. The aliens became a bit of a staple of like, but what if the worst thing happened ever? And then that was me for a bit. But you know, normal. Ow, I forget that they fucking burn you. The Spiderwick movie. Oh, see, I'd read the books for that one. So I didn't get I had watched it, but I can see why that would have got you, because the Spiderwick movie is like really weird. What movie? Tom Cruise, War of the Worlds. If you don't mind aliens and apocalypses and you haven't seen it, it's a good movie, I think. And if you want, you can look up scenes from it. But try and imagine that you're like quite an anxious 13-year-old that kind of worries a lot. And also is just a bit of a baby. And my God, it did not agree with my brain at all. And you know what? Do you know what the solution was? Which was actually genuinely a solution, which sounds it sounds crazy, but the solution that ended up being, it was the three counselors' idea that ended up being the way that and it pretty much instantly solved the sleeping, because it was the sleeping that was the issue, because being worried about a movie, I can just not watch the movie, but the issue was I wasn't sleeping properly because I wasn't falling asleep because I was so worried all the time. The way I solved it, which was again the therapist's idea, was that instead, because I had a dog at the time, and he would go and sleep downstairs. Like he would be on the bed for a bit, on my bed, and then my dad would take him downstairs to sleep in the kitchen. And the solution was just leave the dog on the bed all night. And it solved the problem. I then was fine. I don't know why. The dog being on the bed all night solved it. I could then sleep. I fell asleep easier and stayed asleep. It was good night, me, good night. It was, yeah. It was the dog. The dog solved it instantly, which is nice. I think that's nice. My little spaniel that I had at the time was like, he sort of helped me a lot, but he didn't even know. Terrified by the Jurassic Park series from the like 90s. Oh, the old Jurassic Park. Oh yeah, like I think it's what gets you, and I think it can be so random, and some things will get you, and then maybe you'll watch a similar thing and it won't. It's all about like tone and like when you watch it for the first time probably, and what kind of state your brain's in as a kid. But I think that's fine. It's a similar vibe. It's this kind of thing that isn't real, but is presented really scarily. Like a lot of movie makers, when the concept isn't tangible, they make it scarier because it could never happen, I think. Like anything could happen. So they kind of go like, oh, well, dinosaurs aren't real, so we can make it really violent, scary, like terrifying, because no one's ever going to be in this situation, really. Compared to like if like a human that's killing people turns into a horror movie, because it's not an adventure, it's just this stuff happens in real life, so it's kind of horrid. But yeah, so fixed it with the dog, basically. My dog helped me sleep. But yeah, War of the Worlds was my arch nemesis, and I'm never watching it again in my life. It was just, yeah. And I think I've watched other War of the Worlds adaptations. There was like a TV one recently, like a couple years ago maybe. And I watched that and I thought that was good. It didn't have the tripods in it though. But I'm never watching that Tom Cruise movie. It ain't happening. I refuse. Because I don't trust that my brain won't just go, ah, again. I haven't tried watching either of them in a decade. Yeah, that's fair. Like, I think I just never really understood because I hate horror, and I'd have friends that they would be like, oh yeah, me too, I absolutely hate it. And then they'd go to a party in which they would watch a horror movie, and I'm like, well, if you hate it, why the fuck are you watching it then? I never really understood that. Tried listening to the movie in its entirety. No, it's not really something I need to watch. It's not like a must-watch movie by any means. And I'm like, well, I'd rather just never consume it again, and I can do that. It's within my power to never ever touch that movie again. So like, I won't, and everything will be good. The anime Another. Oh god, I feel like I've heard of that. I haven't seen it, but I feel like I've heard of it. Oh, I have heard of this. Yeah, this is one. Wait, that's like one of the really horrible ones, isn't it? Is there a command for PNG tuber mode? No, not at the moment. Maybe sometime. Sorry, I'm in full FPS. What are we talking about? I was talking about War of the Worlds still. Why the fuck did you watching that at 15? That's rough. I haven't watched it at all, but I know like the vibe. It's kind of horrible. It's actually one of the most horrible ones. Yeah. New mic is 10 stops away. Let's go. I love new tech. But yeah, jumping back to like what I was talking about with the War of the Worlds thing. It kind of, because it scared me so much, I ended up just like, it just crept into everything. I'd be worried that the aliens would arrive all the time, even though they would obviously not, because they're not real. They're fake aliens. It was nice to watch Arrival, the movie Arrival, the other day, because that's got aliens landing on Earth, and there's like, it's got a really good intro where there's like the fear of what's gonna happen, but it ends up, it's like they're not. I don't want to, I mean, I'm spoiling it. It's been out for ages. It's fine. Like, they're not hostile, which is nice. It was quite nice and healing to watch, to be honest, because it was like, oh, okay, they can be there and it's not, aliens can come and, you know. Poor thing, their voice would fully make me shrivel up. Wouldn't be able to stop thinking about it. That's basically what it was, Josh. It wasn't taken out of the curriculum, but I'm pretty sure they then double checked with parents that it would be okay to watch. I thought it was a bit of a weird one. Like, yes, I was more affected and no one else seemed to be affected, but like, I had friends that were like, yeah, that was horrible. And I'm like, is this something that a school should be showing to like kids? Like, you don't need it to be violent apocalypse for it to follow the tropey story structure. Like, there's plenty of movies that do that are still good. Like, it's a bit odd. But yeah, no, my English teacher felt really bad. It was obviously just on the curriculum, so she was like, I think the idea is it's an exciting movie so the kids won't get bored. And I'm like, yeah, it's so exciting. I love that. I love watching people scream in terror and run and lose their family. That's great. Good entertainment. Like, so, you know, like, I got it. She felt really bad though. She was like, I'm so sorry. Please go to the, like, we're gonna keep watching obviously, but go to the library. Like, you're fine to go and sit in the library. And I'll send you like notes about like what happens and how it applies to the thing, and you can write your essay, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, because this is good. I'm so glad you responded like that and not like, you stupid little baby, what the fuck? Because that would be really embarrassing. Year 11, fair enough. Yeah, like year 11, it was year 11 fine. It was like year 8. Like, I was not. Year 11, I probably, to be honest, like, if I was a bit older, I probably would have been okay with it. I think it was just a point in my life where it was where I was sort of like, you know, I think there's a point where everyone gets to as a kid where you start to go, death is a concept I'm gonna have to get to grips with. And it's like, So I think I was sort of in that as well, and it all just like went blah, blah, blah in my brain. But you know, we move. I knew that horror movies weren't my thing at all, even then. Like, I remember one time, right? I was invited to a birthday party, but the birthday boy wanted to watch horror movies. Well, wanted to watch a horror movie. That was like the main thing. And I didn't know this until I got there. And they were like, we're going to watch a horror movie. I was like, can we watch literally anything else? And he was like, no. And I was like, okay. And they were like, it's fine. Just like watch, like sort of like half watch it then. And this was obviously before phones. So this wasn't like a case of, because I think nowadays I would just sit in the room, but be on my phone and not look at the screen because it's too scary. But that was before that. So so I was like, I can't watch this because it'll give me nightmares, like guaranteed. I know it will. And so I ended up just going, because it was like they watching it in like the basement. I just went upstairs and I just sat with his mum and dad, the birthday boy's mum and dad, and we just chatted. And I had a little drink and drink a juice and just had a little chat the whole time for an hour and a half alone. Because I was like, I couldn't watch the fucking movie, but everyone else was like, I want to watch the movie. And they were like, right. I was like, fine, okay, sure. I'll just go talk to your parents then, I guess. Seems like sad included the gory parts. Yeah. So was it year 8 to 9 when things like that happen? What was it? My sister used to be deathly afraid of Scrat from Ice Age. Yeah. There's some that come up and it's like, okay, that's not an intrinsically horrible, scary thing. But I think that just like lends itself to, it really depends on what state your little brain was in when you watched something to be like, is this terrifying and I hate it, or is this okay? Because I used to get nightmares from all sorts of things at that age. War of the Worlds was the worst one, but I like read a lot of books at that time. And so I read some like Anthony Horowitz books, and they were just mysteries and stuff, but they would get kind of scary a bit because it was a kind of thriller, because it was a detective stuff. And I would start getting nightmares about the killers in that. And my mum had to ban me from, because they were good, but I wasn't allowed to read them because my mum was like, you can't because you're not able to sleep after you read them. So that it was just all sorts of it was just all that basically, which was really annoying. I would watch something and be like, and things, yeah, these were things like I would be awake and be fine with. I would be totally cool with. I read the book. I'm like, damn, that's a really good book. And then I try and fall asleep, and it's like, but what if the murderer from the book murdered you in the same way? Blah, blah, blah. And it was like two separate things where like it was completely irrational, which meant that I just couldn't consume a lot of media because I wouldn't be able to sleep, which obviously sucked because I like sleeping. I'm pretty sure it was Anthony Horowitz. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong. It was like detective stories. No, maybe it wasn't Anthony Horowitz. Oh, maybe it wasn't. No, I don't think it was. Detective books. I can't remember. Magpie Murders. Magpie Murders. Books. I'm trying to... No, I don't think it is. It was like, they had like, there was one that I think had the word flower or something in the title, but I can't remember. One with with two brothers. What was that? It was two brothers that would be detectives. I read a lot of them. Children's detective books, two brothers. The Diamond Brothers. It was the Diamond Brothers. Was it it was the Diamond Brothers. It is Anthony Horowitz. Yes. I think. The Falcons Malteser, and Public Enemy #2 and The French Confection. And I know what you did last Wednesday. I think that was the one. That was one of the ones that scared me a bit. Yeah, they had. I just remember they had the quirky titles. But yeah, I wasn't allowed to read them after that one. I got banned from reading them by my mum because she was like, "You can't sleep because you keep getting scared of the murderer in the book," and I'm like, "Oh." Donk. They're good, by the way. They're really good. They're good mystery books. They're good. But yeah, I couldn't read them anymore because I couldn't sleep. Oops. Oopsie. Yeah, my brain worked against me a lot when I was younger, but you know, we should move. Mother, please let me read about the murderers that I cannot then process properly. Oh my god, I'm gonna go say hi to the other rats for a bit. Now I've finished those trees. I'm done with trees. Fuck trees. Like, at this point, I could probably watch War of the Worlds and it would probably be fine. And I can watch other things that I wouldn't have watched when I was younger and I'd be fine. Like, I can process lots more things now. But I don't. Because ultimately, I don't really enjoy watching horror movies. That's why I don't watch them. I don't think they'd get in my head as much as they would when I was a kid. But I don't like being scared. I don't like being on edge when I'm watching media. It's why I was saying I walked out of Dune into the cinema because the sound was so loud that I thought every single thing that made a noise or every scene that there was going to be a horrible jump scare because the way that the sound was going, because they had all this ambient sound in the Dune movie all the time when nothing was happening, and I was like, something's about to jump scare me, but like for a good 40 minutes, and then I was like, I can't do this anymore because I'm like not having any fun, and I'm not even following the fucking movie because I'm so scared, and I keep covering my eyes because I feel like something horrible is gonna happen, and it didn't, but it was stupid. It's called Heart-Shaped Box. It's definitely meant for adults, but it was in high school's library. Yeah, that old chestnut when there's a book in the library at school, so you go, I will read this, and then it's like, oh, that's horrible. It probably shouldn't be here. Yeah, ads are coming, by the way. Oh, thank you for the raids, guys. Appreciate it. Hello. Where's my rat wife? But generally, books didn't really set off my my scary brain because I would read some books that were like quite fantasy horror stuff, but because it was a book, I could make in my head I could make it as unscary as I wanted it to be. So if there was a monster that was described as horrible, then I would in my head it wouldn't be so bad. And so I could dampen it down and make it whatever, and reimagine it as something that wasn't so scary, and then I could get over it. With horror movies, though, like, the visual is there, so it would be like, this is what this monster looks like, this is what's happening, and I'm like, okay, and I can't do anything, I can't overwrite it, because my brain's like, no, you've already been shown. Oh, by the pond? What, the mold room? Where is everyone? Any rats about? Any rats? Rat man? No? Eloise? Huh. No? Rats? Favorite film? Favorite film and book? Ooh, God. It's hard. I don't know. There's so many. Ah, there's one. Hang on, I'll tell you in a minute. Hello!
Good morning.
Hello, Ross. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm good, thank you. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good.
That is amazing news. I am very happy.
Is our rehearsal canon?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I was telling them about
Yes.
how locked in we were.
We were so locked in. We were cooking. It was amazing.
We were cooking. Oh, I didn't even notice that you finished the little outside bit. That's so cute.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna try and
I
cover
can't
the whole
fit
building.
through the door. Oh wait, yes I can.
No.
I couldn't, but because I wasn't doing it properly. Ah, where do I go now?
I'm
I'm out again.
really cooked with this.
What kind of snacks are you gonna sell?
I need to talk to Scott about that. I have no idea.
Maybe some
I'm hoping
cheese.
popcorn.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, cheese sounds good. I could do some cheese.
Cheese.
Do some dangerous runs,
Yes.
you know, and steal them from the humans.
Should make a stage door.
Ooh.
Maybe this could be
Definitely.
stage door.
Yeah, we're gonna have a ticket officer as well who's gonna give tickets.
Who's that?
I don't know yet. I need to bribe someone.
I think you probably just ask them, you know. Rats like jobs.
You know what? That's very true. What about?
Have you
I
seen
thought
those rats
them,
with jobs? Have you seen the rats that they train them to sniff out landmines?
No.
It's like, so there's like, there's landmines that they buried on the ground, and rats are so small that they won't set them off. So they can walk over the landmines and they won't set them off, and then they train the rats to be able to smell that a landmine is there and to tell them. And they like put they put little harnesses on, and then they put wires across the like minefield, and then the rats kind of go in a straight line, and then they'll just tell them when there's a landmine, but they can't set them off, so they're fine, but they can smell it, and then they tell them that there's a landmine, so they can go disarm it or mark it or whatever they do. It's very clever, really.
So cool.
And this is a cool use for like rats specifically, because they have to be smart enough to do that, but small enough to not set off a landmine. Because you couldn't get a dog could sniff it out, but a dog would set them off, so you can't use a dog.
Oh God, wait, so we finally have a purpose in life.
Yeah, maybe we should all just take off and go and learn to be. Maybe I'd be too. I feel like I'd be too bulky though, and I would set them off.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'll take your jobs, and you can just.
I'd find one landmine and only one.
Oh, oh no, no, please, no.
Oh, no, maybe not for me.
It's okay. We'll find you another job.
Okay.
Maybe like.
Okay. Well, after last night, I could be an actor.
Yes, definitely, absolutely. You cooked. You slayed.
I think I cooked.
You did. You actually did. I can't wait. I
did think we were live to start with.
Yes.
But then but then after I'd set the precedent and I realized we weren't, I couldn't then not. I wasn't gonna just then stop acting.
Yeah, you were locked in.
You know,
the show must go
in
on.
school. I mean, real school. Sorry.
Yeah,
you're not like a heavy law, but I can talk out of canon.
No, it's okay. Yeah, of course.
This is the thing is it's difficult to talk only in canon when I just want to talk to you. Because
of course.
In school we did Shakespeare.
Yes.
And we also did Oedipus Rex, which isn't Shakespeare, but it's like similar vibe. It's old. And
amazing.
So we did Oedipus Rex, and then we did King Lear. And in both of them, I because we did then like a classic reading of it, so we knew it, so we'd read it, and in both of them, I was Oedipus and King Lear because I was the only person in my class who could like read the old Shakespearean English without stumbling.
Oh my god!
And it really, and it really sucked because like I wish that I was more confident at the time because I would have wanted to actually act the scene. But I had to really like dampen the inflection because like I was reading like King Lear's monologues, but I had to say it, but I was like saying it so boringly because I didn't want the others in the class to laugh.
Oh, that's so sad.
No, I know. And I wish I'd just owned it and full sent it.
That's so fun. Well, I was going to do King Lear instead of Hamlet, but because
I love King Lear. It's my favorite one.
You know,
it's my favorite. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. It's my favorite one, that one.
Oh, that's amazing. That's so cool. I didn't know that.
But it was funny because like we did Oedipus Rex and like the teacher was like, I need someone to be Oedipus. He has by far the most to say. And I was like, I mean, I'll do it if you want. And he was like, can you read? And he was like, can you just read this one sentence for a bit? So I read it and he was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. And then we did that. And then we had to do King Lear. And he was like, could you please be Lear? I was like, yes, okay.
Save us, please.
I was like, because I'm not gonna lie, no shade. But the other people in my class could not finish the sentences. Like, it would take them a while to get through their lines. And I was like, and so he was like, please, can you read it so we can finish this? Because also Lear has so much to say in this play.
Yeah.
I was quite proud of that
makes
one.
So much sense. You slayed. I
slayed.
That's amazing.
Reading out loud for real.
Yeah, I think I studied. I did the To Be or Not to Be from drama school as my monologue.
Oh, sick.
And I just have vivid memories of him being like, no, he was like, I want you to come to the store and I want you to imagine all your friends and all your family are having a party without you and you're alone and you're so upset and heartbroken and no one loves you or cares about you. And he was screaming at me.
You're like, what do you mean imagine?
Monologue.
Like,
yeah, so I just started crying. I was like, okay.
Oh no, dude.
So,
I hate it when teachers are like, I'm going to make you cry just because I can, because you're emotionally invested in this and I have power. And I'm like, don't do that. That's mean. Stop this.
Yeah, don't play with my feelings. I'm just...
Yeah, because it wasn't, when we were studying it wasn't for drama, it was for English literature. So it was more, we had to just understand it rather than like perform it, which sucked. I was like, oh man, I want to full send that.
Yes.
But you know, I like Shakespeare, but I don't know many of them, to be honest. I know a few.
Yeah, that's
to some amount.
Fair. I feel like it's always such a consistent thing within like studying like like English and drama. It's the thing.
It's the thing. It's Shakespeare and Jane Austen.
Yep. Exactly.
We did Pride and Prejudice too.
I've never seen it or read it or anything.
Dude, you have to. Right. Okay. So I've always liked Pride and Prejudice because when I studied it, I was happy because my mum had shown it to me when I was younger, and I was like, "This is great." Probably the best one to watch now, so it feels like somewhat recent, is to watch the Keira Knightley movie. This is the one that Eloise has been obsessed with lately.
Oh, really? Okay.
Do you know about Bridgerton?
Yes.
Have you seen any of it?
Majority, yeah.
Okay. So Bridgerton is like a cheap copy of Pride and Prejudice. It's like everything that Bridgerton's trying to do, Pride and Prejudice does better in terms of the romance. It's just so great. It's so great.
That's awesome. Okay, I'm invested.
Genuine, like, watch that movie. It's a great movie. It's great. It's a great romance. It's really, you're like, oh my God, yes. God, it's really good. It's really good to watch. Because I watched it again recently because like Elle was going on about it. I was like, I'll watch it again. I was like, man, this is such a good film. This is so good. His romance is so good. So I'd recommend that you should watch that. I'm so gonna watch
it. You've convinced me.
Yeah, watch it. Watch it. The book is really good as well, but obviously it is from its time, so it's a bit of a it's a bit of a long read in terms of like, obviously the language and stuff is all very flowery stuff. But I mean, if you read Shakespeare, then it's easier than that.
Yeah, I do like reading. I do like it. That's amazing. Thank you. I'll take your words and watch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
Hell yeah. I'm actually so excited for this play.
Oh my gosh, me too.
It's gonna be so fun. We've got some.
I'm so excited.
By the theatre. The art. The art.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go soon though anyway, because I need to do some stuff and then I have to go away. I'm going
Good
away.
luck. No, please, no.
No, it's not for long.
No.
Not for long.
Good. Better not be. We will miss you.
I'm waiting for Eloise to
so
stand
sad.
here.
Okay.
I don't know if she's even coming. I just hope she might.
Yeah.
If we stand long enough, she might arrive.
Wife, you know?
She is my wife.
Surely she'll run to you.
I'm locked in. I know.
Yeah. I believe. Vibes and vibes.
Yeah, I'm getting my fleas all. They're very hyped for the play.
I'm so excited.
I've got a lot of theatre kids in my chat.
Really?
Yeah. So they're like, okay, yes, Shakespeare, yes. And I'm like, hell yeah, good.
I love how everyone's gonna expect Shakespeare, and then they'll hear the puns, and then it's just.
But it's still Shakespeare. Shakespeare
is.
lives on in his many adaptations. Yes. Look, okay. So just because we're riffing on Shakespeare, in fact, we're honoring his memory with this.
Yes.
Like,
yes,
you know, if they can make like there's some of the Romeo and Juliet adaptations they've made are like diabolical. So if they can do that, then we can adapt Hamlet to be with rats instead.
Exactly.
I'm just going to read a direct quote from my chat. I love Shaky my Pookie.
Whoa.
In reference to Shakespeare. William
that
himself.
So beautiful.
Yeah. Well put. Well put.
Yeah. Incredible writing. I feel inspired.
Good. Yeah. And that's what we're going to be channeling when we perform next Sunday.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I never thought this would be happening.
It was just the 5 adults like who were like busy. And we're like, yeah, we're going to spend an hour
being silly.
Like entirely for no one's recording, nobody's streaming. We're going to like just act. But we were like, I don't know, me too, but we were all in game and we were like doing stage directions and we were like pointing with our little rat hands and doing, and we were like moving our rat characters to like match the speech.
Yes.
Oh, and it's like it's ridiculous. And we're just like, yeah, dude, yeah. And it was so fun. It was so funny.
Oh, I can't believe it. Oh,
I'm so excited. I'm gonna go find my wife because she's not coming here and I'm sad.
Please do. Find your wife. Thank you so much for yapping with me.
No, that's okay. I like to yap with you.
Oh, me too. Thank you.
Where is my wife? Wife!
The wide one. Wide one.
Captain! Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Hello.
Hello.
Wonderful to see you. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing, Captain?
Not too bad. I've just been downstairs on a mission with the Rat Man.
What did you get?
Successful smuggling mission.
What were you smuggling?
Well, I was looking for sand, but in my look what I discovered. Look at this.
Oh.
Yes. You being so very close to the one they call Lady Elevator, please do pass it on to her.
Oh, yay!
It's smuggled for her.
Oh my god, thank you. Yes, perfect. See, this is much better than last time when this happened before, okay? And I built her my very own art set. Yes. And then that horrid garbage rat found one of these, and instead of giving it to me to pass on, as you have so kindly done, he gave it to her himself.
Unbelievable.
It's appalling, honestly.
That is shocking behavior.
Yeah.
And you know what the worst thing is? He has moved into my attic, in my office.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, and it must smell so bad.
My office smells like butts and rotting avocado bits.
Exactly. Yeah, I completely picture it. I can totally picture it. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
He's also leaving some sort of weird residue wherever he moves.
Ew.
It's really disgusting.
You're like sliding down the wall. You're like, oh.
Yes.
Oh.
No, wide one. Look at what he did. Look. He's peed in my pool.
Oh.
Look at this.
So,
it's unbelievable.
Oh, ew.
No, get out of there. Look at this. He's left me a little present on my doorstep.
Oh, no. He's peed in your pool.
He peed in my pool.
So, look, not to undermine you at all, Captain, but
yes,
I've been noticing that there's some slight issues with the fact that there is a large pool of water in this untreated wooden attic. And there appears to be some, like, issues with that in terms of possible mold problem. I don't know if you've seen that's been happening a little bit.
I worry. Not considered, when installing this particular aquatic facility, I had not considered that possibility, yes. I'm aware.
It might possibly seep into the attic a little bit. Just a little.
Not entirely sure what to do about
I
it.
have been noticing a
Lady White One,
slight
so-
smell as well. You know, just a little bit of, just a little bit of mildewy kind of. You know, when you leave a bit of water too long. That's what I'm worried about. So
I've heard
but
some
it might
rats
be
coughing too.
the garbage rats leavings.
Yeah,
So-
I need to treat this mold sooner rather than later. You know what they say. Don't treat the mold and the roof shall fold.
Exactly.
I believe that's what they say.
Exactly. And we've
That's
already
it.
had some problems with that as well. And we don't want to accidentally make everything worse.
Look up here, Wide One. Look up
Okay,
here. You can...
okay.
Oh,
yeah,
as you approach the top stair, the pungency.
It's like a cloud
It's just
hanging in
butt
here.
smell.
It's,
Rat man. You
Rat
can
man, it
smell it too,
smells
can't you? Garbage,
terrible.
garbage rat lives up here and the stench.
Oh God, yeah, that's what it was. Garbage rat.
yeah.
Yes.
He
I heard a
just
bunch of
leaves.
ooh-wees last night in the middle of the night. And I thought it was him. He was ooh-weeing up in your second floor all night last
Does he
night.
does he just do it in his sleep? I guess.
Yeah, I think it was like it's like me,
Bendy
me, me, me,
Wendy
me,
for my
me,
devil
me, me, me,
finger.
but instead of that, it's like
Yes,
ooh-wee,
I will.
ooh-wee.
Wife,
Wait. Devil finger.
Bendy Wendy.
Wendy! Oh, it's you! I'm at last.
What the hell's happened?
Where were you?
I was where I said I was, and then you didn't arrive, so I.
Oh yeah, that's because
You just
I got
ignored
distracted. I got distracted looking at Devil Finger and Bendy Wendy.
Say what
They
now?
used to call me
Devil
Devil
finger.
Finger back
Oh
in the
yeah, this
day.
is like this
No,
is
they
like
didn't. They didn't, Ratman.
what?
They used to call me that back in the
They
day.
did not call you
That was
Devil
my
Finger
alias.
back in the
That was
day.
my alias.
They did not.
That was your first draft of the
was my
secret
first,
identity. Yeah.
Yeah, Devil Finger.
It didn't quite hit the same as Ratman.
Look,
Yeah, I used
at
to-
least
I
Devil
used to lift
Finger.
up both of my fingers and going pew 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 pew. You know.
That's not what he does. At least
We
you
do
didn't
not
be known as
speak about
Bendy Wendy.
fingers
That'd
in
be
this
pretty
office, everybody. This is a finger-free office.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about them
I
out
used to
here
wear
then.
fingerless gloves too back in the day as well. Used to let these puppies breathe.
Eloise.
Back.
Look,
Did
I
your
have-
Bendy Wendy go to the left or to the?
Oh, my captain, have you seen my new automobile?
Here the comments.
I didn't realize
Smell
Ren
the
and
flame.
I didn't realize Ren and sausage is still in it.
Stop this now at one.
I didn't do anything.
I have a
Come-
gift
come
for
over
you
here.
anyway.
Come over here. I want to look at you in the light.
I look the same
that's
as
better.
always. Still wide.
Yeah, very wide.
I have this for you. It's gone through a great deal of struggle to get it.
Oh, thank you. And a painting.
Well, I think that's so you can put it down.
Oh, yeah, I see that now. Oh, thank you.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Thanks so
But see,
much.
like I've got to vouch for that captain. He's very upstanding citizen. That guy.
Oh, did he help you get it?
Well, he was part of his smuggling that he did. But unlike that filthy garbage boy,
Yeah.
when he found it, he gave it to me to give to you
Yeah.
because he
Yeah.
knows and values our relationship. Unlike
Yeah.
Garbage Rat, when I made my own paint set and he nabbed one and just gave it to you.
Yes. Yeah, I do remember.
It's filthy.
I
You know,
do
he lives
remember.
in their attic. He lives in the attic of Ren's and Martin's
What?
ship, and it just
Oh,
has
sorry, I
this.
didn't mean to do that. That was my devil finger.
No, that's okay. I can take it.
No. Behave! Jesus Christ, Becumon.
Yeah, he lives in the attic now, and it's got like a funk. There's a funk up there.
There's a funk up there.
Yeah, it's just smells a little
Is
bit
there a
bad.
visible funk or is it like
No,
a...
it's like an odor. Also, he
see.
peed in the pool.
I need to...
Did you see the pee in the pool?
Yeah, that was him?
Apparently.
Yeah, we were wondering who peed in the pool.
I think
said
it was
had to be-
Garbage
well, that makes
Rat.
sense.
Well,
I
Ren
had to- I
reckons
said
it was
had to be
Garbage
someone
Rat.
who had a poor diet because the way it just floated to the top was
Well,
really
it's definitely
concerning.
Garbage Rat then.
Yeah,
But yes, you have.
I really like
Makes
it.
sense.
Thank you.
That's
Where have you
okay.
been? I've not seen you anywhere. You're never in the attic.
I'm.
Not in like a controlling "where are you" way, just in "I miss you" way.
Add me
just
to your Find
clarify
My
that.
right now. Download Live 360. I'm just working on something.
Is it your muscles?
Well, normally, yes. This is something different, but it's a surprise.
Oh,
Why are you sad?
because I'm impatient.
I know. I
I'm
know, dearest.
impatient.
I know. That's why our relationship moves so fast.
I know. I'm an inpatient at the hospital for people who can't bloody wait for anything. They say it's critical. They say it's
terminal.
terminal. I had to think for a second there because my brain heard the word terminal and was like, is that the right word? Like an airport? Is that the right one?
Now
I'm
arriving
not doing
at
well
gate
today, mate. I tried to
terminal
play a video
3.
3 times for my fleas, and each time it was just my face.
But how do you not fix it after the first time?
Because I didn't realize I was on studio mode. So then when I looked at my OBS, I was like, no, the video's there. Okay, sick.
I'm having a bit of a day as well. I'm gonna have to go actually because
No,
because I've got so much to do. I have to drop Arnie off, and I've got to pack, and I've just got a lot to do before I go and do those things.
But it's okay.
But I get to see you tomorrow in real.
Good to see you
real
tomorrow.
Life. Hey. I don't think we'll be able to do that though, really, because Ollie will be there.
Oh right, yeah. Sorry.
Can't do that.
Sorry, still trying to get
Curse
confused
that
as to
man.
Curses.
Curses. No, but I'm excited to see you though. Be nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, well, have a good time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to end, but I'll send my fleas to you, dearest.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh wait, hang on. What sofa?
Are we in the house now? Oh.
Yeah, what sofa style? Modern, oldie timey?
Oh, I like a plush round arm.
Okay. Okay.
Because then I can like lean on it.
Mhm. Okay.
That
Give
works.
that a go.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give that a go.
Okay. Well, I
Cool.
have to go
Okay.
now. Sorry, my darling, but
That's okay.
I will see you soon.
Sleep well.
Good night. I didn't crash that time. Hell yeah. Sorry guys, I do have to go, unfortunately. I am away this weekend, so I'm not going to stream tomorrow or Saturday, but I'll hopefully be back on Sunday on time. I think time-wise it should just be fine. I should be able to make it back on Sunday. And let me just check real quickly. Hold up. What day is that? I think there will be some kind of event, I think, on Rats, maybe. It will be a Rat stream, probably. I have to go, though, unfortunately, because I need to do a lot of things because I'm going away, including, like, drop Hardy off and things like that. So I've got to get some stuff ready for that and do some stuff and things before I do that. So I've just had to keep it really short today. Apologies for that. But I'll be back on Sunday. Probably won't hear from me over the weekend because I'll be hanging with friends. And it's not really a content thing. It's more of a friends thing. But either way, I will see you guys on Sunday. I hope you enjoyed the stream and the yapping. And have a lovely, lovely evening. Check out the Discord if you're new. Check out the socials if you are also new to me. Drop a follow as well if you haven't done that already, because it's free. Check out the YouTube channel. And there is a VODs channel as well if you just search Beckham VODs, or if you do ! VOD channel, because then you can catch up with all the Rats VODs that have happened so far if you would like to. Thank you, Mythic. I should have done that while raiding Eloise, but I didn't. So I'm gonna send you guys over to Elle, who was my wife, my rat wife that I was just talking to in the game there. She is also alive right now, so I'm gonna go send over to her because she's doing about what I was doing just now. So that works great. But yes, have a lovely night, enjoy, and I shall see you on Sunday. Goodbye. I'll wait a little bit before I raid. Yeah, I'll go now. Bye!